Ticket, please, Fraulein.
Yeah?
Ticket, please.
I do not need a ticket because oh!
I don't really know how we can keep stacking these dubs. I mean, it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. I mean, first Elon buys Twitter and starts reinstating all of my favorite people. Then Mark Zuckerberg forced to lay huge portions of his staff off, with rumors swirling that he will be out as CEO as early as next year. I mean, the meme economy flourishing from Trump rerunning. I don't know what else could make 2022, the end of it, really just kind of make things feel right. Well, Kathleen Kennedy is out at Lucasfilm. That is correct. You did not mishear me. She is out. And we're going to get into that story after a quick word from this video sponsor. Well, me. Do you like coffee, tea, or cocoa? Are you looking for a great gift idea for someone who does? Hey, it's me, Jeremy. You may recognize me from my YouTube channel, The Quartering, but I'm also the founder of Coffee Brand Coffee. We're a US-based roaster with thousands of 5-star reviews from our customers. Our customers love that we roast our coffee beans fresh to order. Plus, you won't find a fresher or more delicious coffee anywhere else. And I can promise you personally that you won't find a business that is more committed to serving our customers. Coffee not your thing? We have a dozen delicious organic teas, as well as 4 decadent flavors of hot cocoa. Listen, I know with the holidays, it's always tough trying to find the perfect gift for family, friends, and business partners, so we made it really easy for you. Our industry-leading custom gift box builder will make the holidays a snap. Build your own custom gift box of coffee, teas, cocos, or even dark chocolate covered espresso beans and have it delivered in a high quality, ready to gift box. We even have gift cards in case you're not totally sure what to get. With 15 different varieties of coffee, a dozen organic teas, 4 varieties of hot cocoa, and even dark chocolate covered espresso beans, I know if you give Coffee Brand Coffee a chance to earn your business, you're going to be a customer for life. On top of that, you can use promo code HOHOHO to save big on your first order. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a great gift this Christmas, nobody is going to be upset getting a gift box of delicious coffee, tea, cocoa, or even dark chocolate covered espresso beans for friends, family, or business partners. It's going to be a hit. I'm sure of it. And we have a limited number of these fancy gift boxes, so make sure you get yours now. I noticed Kathleen Kennedy, link in the description. I noticed Kathleen Kennedy was trending on Twitter, and I've been hurt before. I've had this thought before. We've seen this rumor before, and well, this time it appears to be true. The day after the new CEO is back, Kathleen Kennedy is out. Are they related? Almost certainly, don't you think? Via Looper yesterday, what will Kathleen Kennedy's future be at Lucasfilm now that Bob Iger is back at Disney? The return of Bob Iger to Disney will usher in a new age of company throughout all its divisions, including the galaxy far, far away. When Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012 for $4 billion, producer Kathleen Kennedy was named president of the company. During her time at Lucasfilm president, Kennedy has expanded the brand into different avenues, between the expansion of Star Wars franchise with the sequel trilogy television series, as well as the upcoming Indiana Jones 5 and Willow Disney Plus series. By the way, everything I'm hearing about Indiana Jones 5 is it's going to be a final FU from Kathleen Kennedy. In my opinion, just like the MCU, Kennedy did probably even more damage to the Star Wars franchise. Divided the fan base in levels that, like nothing I've ever seen. I can't think of a single movie that divided people more than Star Wars: The Last Jedi. And that will be her legacy. Some people really, truly loved the new era of Star Wars, and that's okay. But a lot of, also some people really didn't like it. And that's not really what you want when you have massive franchises. You want everyone to love it. And there's always going to be some vocal minority of people that don't like no matter what you do. But the amount of people that turned on Star Wars, I mean, finding a positive Star Wars channel on YouTube these days is almost impossible. And when you have this level of failure, you have only yourself, your leadership to blame, really, in this case. I mean, whether it was letting the Gina Carano controversy fester, they lost hundreds of thousands of fans over that. People that didn't know Gina Carano wanted to defend her. And turns out she was right about most of that stuff, right? And obviously that was just long after The Last Jedi and the debacle that was The Rise of Skywalker and the debacle that was Reylo. And like, again, I want to point out, like, I don't have any problems with the woman, the actress, Was it Daisy Ridley? Jeez, it's been so long since I've talked about Star Wars. I mean, their TV shows, their Disney Plus shows do nothing for me. They do nothing for me. It's just completely boring, irrelevant, and it looks like, look, The Mandalorian, I'm not going to lie, I liked it. And when they did what they did to Gina Carano, I just had to dip because I couldn't anymore. Now, maybe this all stays a rumor, but it certainly would make sense. Her contract was, a lot of people questioned whether or not it would be renewed. You see a lot of people defending, saying, why am I still litigating Kathleen Kennedy's success as the president of Lucasfilms? The films alone made $4.8 billion, actually grossed $4.8 billion. The live-action shows have brought and maintained viewers on Disney Plus. Not enough, because they're hemorrhaging money, by the way. Grogu and Mando merch sells, fair. Automatically, and Star Wars is relevant again. I call it a success. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it relevant. What does anybody, what's a rewatchability on Andor or any of these other shows that they're just kind of spitting against the wall? Now, when we look right now, the first set of sites that are reporting this are all rumor sites. The Direct, Cosmic Book News, all these sites are sus. And you see here, the news follows Bob Iger returning to the CEO position of Disney as Bob Chapek has been let go. So with Iger back, who basically appointed Kennedy as the head of Lucasfilm, where they developed Disney Star Wars together, the logical thought would be that Iger is keeping Kennedy around. However, according to two separate insiders, it isn't happening, and Kennedy's days are numbers. This information comes from John Campea via YouTube. Okay, so it's not like a random person, who revealed that the big Spider-Man No Way Home leak featuring Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Campea says that he too thought Iger would be back with Kathleen Kennedy, would be more entrenched at Disney, and would finish her contract, which ends in 2025. However, following Campea stating his thoughts, Campea was contacted by two separate sources who said that Kathleen is out. Campea says one source is 1,000% on the money, and while the other isn't 100% right all the time. A lot of insider info has panned out. Worth a mention is that Disney did recently get rid of Lucasfilm SVP Michelle Raywan or whatever, and recently saw a news report that Kathleen Kennedy had been ordered to stop announcing projects and that are not set in stone to avoid negative press surrounding Star Wars. Well, Campea claims that insiders filled him in that Kennedy could be gone as early as the release of Indiana Jones 5 next June or even before. Last night I got an email from somebody very connected with this morning. I got a phone call from someone even more connected that got in touch with me. Two separate people completely independent of each other, said Campea, who explained they told him his thoughts on Kennedy sticking around were wrong. This is what I've heard. I've heard that the decision will remove Kathleen Kennedy has already been made and that she's gone either sometime before or very, very shortly after the release of Indiana Jones 5. Well, we already know, again, this appears to be yet another Kathleen Kennedy is gone rumor, but Campea isn't exactly your run-of-the-mill, rumor site. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this pans out. I mean, she sure loves her feminism, and she sure loves her strong, independent female characters. I don't know. Some have worked, some haven't. I don't have any inherent problems with Rey. The story writing, the story is bad, but it's like when you have 500, different people writing the scripts, and you're bringing in 2, 3, 4, 5 directors or whatever the case is. of course things get weird. Now, it's interesting. You see Star Wars stuff. Kathleen Kennedy will reportedly be leaving Lucasfilm this or next summer, either before or shortly after Indiana Jones 5 releases. I don't know. Kathleen Kennedy has made 6 movies for Disney. In all 6, the main character, or when the main character is male, the female character, is a white brunette woman, just like Kathleen Kennedy. Disney paid $4 billion so Kathleen Kennedy could make self-insert fan fiction. I don't know. I will say this. This Phoebe Waller, whatever her name is, replacing Indy in Indiana Jones is going to flop harder than... well, I guess the Indiana Jones fandom isn't as big as Star Wars fandom is, but it's going to flop, and it's going to flop hard. And that's Kathleen Kennedy, by the way. I suspect that the Indiana Jones movie will be beloved by critics and be in the 50s for audience reviews. And that's seeing absolutely nothing. But, the rumor of Phoebe Waller, super feminist, being the new Indiana Jones, if that's true, like, that franchise is dead. And I wouldn't exactly push back against the idea that there's a reason Disney hasn't put out any Star Wars films in a while. Like, it feels like forever since we've had a Star Wars film. We also know that their super expensive Star Wars land in Florida is flopping. So, yes, they, Grace Randolph said that Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger ruined Star Wars in her latest video. Wow, interesting. What do you think? Think this time it's real? Think we actually have some satisfaction coming our way? Hey, make sure check out Coffee Brand Coffee. The link will be in the description below. Get yourself a gift for yourself or for somebody you love or somebody you nothing and you just want to get them something. I've got you covered. We'll talk to you again real soon.